What makes a place scary? For the Schilling family of Johnstown, Missouri, it was years of unexplained activity that finally drove them from their home. When the family sought help from paranormal investigators, nothing could have prepared them for what was found.
Johnstown, Missouri, a house possessed.
I did not like that house. I did not want to be there anymore.
You feel like you're being watched. It's something you have no control over.
This was basically a nightmare, and I couldn't wake up.
The history of this place is dark. It's not just dark, it's black. Speaking from a historical point of view, it doesn't surprise me one bit there are mass graves on this property.
The Schilling family lived a life of terror in their 19th century farmhouse.
We have a home now out in the country that we've always dreamed of, but we didn't count on this.
We moved to the house in 1992. Over a period of 9 years, it's been a real nightmare. Things moving, lights being on that were off, footsteps, shadows, and the way that it traumatized the children.
I would be coming home from cheerleading. Above that front door is a long, skinny window. I always felt like I knew someone was there. It felt a lot like I was, quite a few times, like I was being watched.
Catherine!
It was very uneasy getting dressed and getting into a nightgown, or changing clothes. I felt like I was never alone in any one of those rooms. Ever. Ever.
My daughter was hysterical because the flies never stopped. It terrified me.
There was a lot of flies. Hundreds of flies. There would just be flies everywhere that would be dead. It was like they were half dead, but yet half alive. Just a swarm of them. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of flies.
But that's the remnants of these dead flies. In this window here, they'd be nonstop. They would just keep coming and coming.
I did everything. I cleaned the screen out. I sprayed some bug spray. I sprayed and sprayed. I could never get rid of the flies. No matter what I tried, no matter what I did, I could never get rid of them. I couldn't handle it anymore. It was literally driving me crazy.
The flies in the Johnstown house here clearly indicate that we have supernatural, or if you would like to use the term, demonic activity.
Desperate for answers, the Schilling family contacts paranormal expert Brian Lyle.
It's not uncommon for families that experience paranormal events like this to not share their stories with one another for the purpose of embarrassment and maybe denial.
We never talked about it. That was a thing in our family. We just never did. I don't know. We just never did. Because I felt confused. I remember feeling very confused. Best thing to do is just forget about it. Act like nothing happened.
In talking about it, there's things now they're starting to remember that they had successfully walked out because that they worked at that so hard to not remember.
Talking about it and hearing about it again is just really difficult.
Natasha has probably told us a minuscule amount of what she's been through. She finally opened up. She would see this male figure, dark figure, and with a white brimmed hat, and he would stand or sit at the foot of her bed and just stare at her, and she was scared to death. This happened every single night that she stayed in this house.
I think my senior year of school was the worst, that was the worst. I wouldn't even go home. I just wanted to have a normal life. I just can't do this. I just can't do this. I can't.
Okay.
She's the baby, and we always treated her as the baby of the family, and so she's really sensitive to a lot of this that's gone on. I know two incidences that happened with her that are unbelievable, and she just won't bring them up. One with the paper, she won't talk about it. One time, she said she had woken up in the middle of the night, and that man was standing at the end of her bed, and she just stood up on her bed and started screaming and yelling and cussing. The next night, it happened again. Before it happened, she wrote on a piece of paper, why are you here and why are you doing this to me? And the next morning on the piece of paper, there was a line, a scriggly line across it, and she left the pencil right next to the paper, and it flipped her out. She brought the paper over to my house and was showing me, and I was like, oh my God. And that was like the final draw with her.
I won't go back, and I haven't gone back, and none of the children will. And I don't blame them.
I began having visions that completely terrified me. Visions outside the house that I can't explain. I wish I could make these things go away, but I can't.
Brian Lyle and his team decide to conduct a formal investigation.
The Johnstown House investigation is still really new, but it seems like every time we get here, the paranormal activity is easy to record. Franz reported this swing rocking back and forth.
And it keeps moving. The fact is that nobody was sitting in it. And yet I was standing here waiting for it to stop. And it just kept moving. I've lived in this house for 10 years, and I've never seen nothing like this.
The investigators brought in a grave dowser, suspecting the presence of unmarked graves.
Something causes the body to, or the hangers to react to what I believe to be an electromagnetic field that remains with the body even after death. We started checking the yard and found numerous mass graves. It looks like we might have a body here. Uh-oh, here we go. Got another one. Okay, you guys, this makes 148 men. We got a cemetery.
148 men? No way.
I didn't expect to find any graves here on this property. It was really a shock.
Based on the dowsing, we believe this house is sitting actually right in the middle of the cemetery and on top of the graves itself.
A noted archaeologist comes to Johnstown to investigate the site.
There's a lot of archaeological potential. The Coleman family had the property before the Civil War. They were here probably as early as the 1850s. The original house here is thought to have been burned during that time in the Civil War, about 1863. And apparently the Coleman family rebuilt this house in 1868. And we have evidence of at least a couple Civil War skirmishes right in this area. So I would expect that, an archaeological investigation of this would, really reveal a lot of, subsurface remains.
For the first time in over a year, the Schilling family returns to the house.
I kind of want to be here and I kind of don't. I really wanted to be here because I would like to see it all
go away.
Not funny. It's scary. I hope nothing negative happens while we're doing this.
That's what I've been trying to prepare for all day. I don't want to hear footsteps anymore. I'm sick of hearing doors shutting and footsteps.
Before the family even enters the house, paranormal activity begins.
Tell your mom what you're hearing.
Oh my God.
You hear it. You hear a heartbeat. Listen to it.
Sensitive.
Okay. It's just like I know. Now don't get upset, Catherine. It's fine. Oh my God. Is that unreal? Oh, jeez.
Definitely freaky. We came outside to do some B-roll and started hooking up the audio equipment, and didn't seem right. And sudden, it sounded like a heartbeat.
And we had a heartbeat over by the truck, so we switched out. We went to a couple different microphones, checked every cable. The heartbeat went away, and we kind of laughed, thought no big deal, and it was fine. We came over here, and as soon as we surrounded the family, we were getting ready to do our next shot, it came right back.
See, I've been doing audio for on and off for 15 years, and I've never heard or seen anything like this.
Psychics Joyce Morgan and Misty Mead agreed to help the family walk through their home.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Cecilia. This is my husband.
Joyce Morgan.
I'm Misty. Now it's to the point where nobody wants to come over, nobody wants to be here. I couldn't even get friends to stay the night when I was growing up. Here, they said the house freaked them out.
Each of you had an experience, haven't you?
Mm-hmm. All of them.
You also.
Yeah.
Right. And you,
all of us.
Yes, each of you. Yes. Ready? Okay. Get it over with. So. Just whisper. There's a lady in the window.
I know.
Up here. Oh, wow.
And here's
Yes. There's a presence here, but it isn't strong. Not what I'm waiting to feel. We'll start up the steps. Oh, lovely. This still isn't the worst.
What was that?
You heard it?
Yes.
It's all right. It's all right.
It's all right. It's okay.
It's okay.
It's fine. She's just glad that we're here and she's finally getting recognized and that these ladies are going to help her.
It's all right. She's okay.
After 10 years of this, I don't. Where's she at? Where's she in front of me? Where is she at?
No, she's not in front of you.
Okay.
She's gone.
No.
She's gone through the wall and in here.
Oh my God.
She's all right. You just stay here with us.
What does she want?
She's just here. She's between.
Okay.
She's between the two worlds.
Okay.
And she's right
doing
here
that.
with me. She's here with me. Okay, she's here with me. I feel. She's all right.
Okay. So when somebody go downstairs with me with the tea members, and when somebody just go with me, because I don't want to be up here. You just come on.
She can't handle it. It's okay, Natasha. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
There's people downstairs. John's down there.
Go to my husband. He's a grounding rod. If you come into a house like this one that has several, and they're strong, then it's harder to deal with. And the more we went through, the stronger it got. So the battle is on. Look, I've got a hold of the back of Misty's coat. All the vibrations are fantastic, see?
It's real.
Yeah, you couldn't. Yeah.
This is my old room.
The one you couldn't sleep in?
No, I couldn't either. Nobody
You couldn't
did.
either?
This is,
Yeah.
I was in
This is a dwelling place for her. Oh, I don't think I want to go in here very bad.
Now this one doesn't have a light that works.
No light?
Okay, this is Katrina's room. This is the room that collected all the flies.
That collected all the flies, yeah. Did you have somebody touch you in here?
Yes.
Did you have your bed move in here?
Yes.
Yes.
What's going on in here?
But it's just the feeling. The room is tilted. The room is tilted. The room.
Right, sure.
But it can move your bed. Something here. This is where the man spirit comes in.
Okay.
It drains you of your strength.
Yeah.
It drains you of your strength. And so let's go on down the hall and continue with the rest of the house. We'll just go out the door here.
First.
Go ahead.
We going in here?
Nope, there's no light in here either.
Light's not working.
Well, I couldn't handle this for me.
Dad, you need to come in here.
Blame her.
Well, I'm not going in there. Sorry. I'm not going in there. No way. Light's not working, and it's about 20 degrees in there.
The cameraman experiences unexplained problems with his lights.
It keeps going.
It keeps going off.
Keeps going on for no reason. For no reason.
He's not turning.
So we're not surprised at all.
Well, it's been happening for the last 15 minutes. Sun gun just keeps going on and off. Equipment can be fickle, but without even moving, it's just going on and off.
The room. Right. There's the door that goes out to nowhere.
Right.
And that's the back. And then this.
Returning to the house has pushed the Schilling family to their emotional limits.
I'm to the point now where I'm really fed up. We just want answers. We want to know why all this is going on.
Well, there's only one way to really find out if there is graves here, and there needs to be an excavation in order to prove that beyond a doubt.
A search for graves on the property begins.
Something here. Over here. Right here. Yeah.
What is it?
Oh,
I don't know yet.
It looks like a bone.
Let's see. Looks like we got one, guys. We got a bone. We come across what we believe to be human remains. That's when we notified the authorities.
The sheriff's office was contacted and put a halt to all digging.
I still am very uneasy about, I don't want to go back there. Not on your life.
Until this day, I don't want to return. I don't want to be there. Not until the spirits are gone.
This is too fresh, and it's too overwhelming, and it's too painful yet.
The government has no plans for any further excavations.
This is just a reminder to subscribe to enjoy our growing collection of paranormal content. Don't forget to like your favorite episode and ring the bell to be notified of new content. As always, thanks for watching.